Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited for today's video because we are trying out and testing out the new Huda Beauty Wild Obsessions palette, and this is in the Jaguar one. I had my eyes on this and I couldn't pass it up. I could not pass it up. It is just a stunning palette. We're going to do swatches, first impressions, a look, all of the above. Also, I figure why not? I'm gonna go ahead and throw in her new Lifeliner Quick and Easy Precision Liquid Liner. We're gonna test this baby out too because it got sent to me in PR, and I figure Huda, why not just try them both out together? Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to see my first impressions and a look with the Wild palette, then let's go ahead and get started. So it comes in this plastic casing and it's got all the information on the back, but we're going to open her up. So this is what the front of the palette looks like. You probably have seen videos on this collection. It's not like the newest. It definitely is a very new collection, but I kind of waited. I didn't purchase it right away, right when it launched. There was definitely some friends in videos that really convinced me to purchase this palette, them being my friend Kelly from K-Bell Beauty, my friend Martina from Martina Lily, and then also Morgan Turner. All three of them just really convinced me to purchase this palette after I saw them doing looks with the palettes as well in videos. So I will make sure I have all three of those videos linked down below for you to check out in case you missed them. But anyways, this is what the palette looks like. It has like this cool shift. I don't know if you can even see on camera. I don't know, it goes from like normal to like a Jaguar sort of print, which is just cute. I just think it's a cute touch. And then the inside, literally stunning. All four of the palettes she released in this new like Wild Obsessions collection is beautiful. Literally all four of them, I feel like I would have been happy trying them out. But this one really got me. It's just like the cool tones and the different shimmers, this beautiful purple shade in the middle. I just think these are stunning. I will say, when I first opened this up in the package, this one was kind of like coming out and this one was like really coming out. But all I did was just press them back in. So that's just a little bit of a bummer. I don't think that's Huda's fault. And I don't even really think that's Sephora's fault. That was more just shipping, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some live swatches for you guys. I figured I would just swatch them down my arm. We're gonna start off here and then go here. These do not have shade names, but this first shade seemed very smooth. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. Wow, that's a beautiful shade. The next we have like the cool tone matte purple kind of. It's like a purpley gray sort of shade. That's actually really pretty as well. It looks more gray on camera, but in person it looks more purpley. Next up we have the gold. Again, very beautiful, very reflective. Then we have the dark brown matte. Really pretty. These are like super pigmented. I like that a lot. I think that looks really nice. It definitely adds some depth to the palette that I think it needs. Ooh, here's a special shade in the middle. I'm so excited. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. That is really beautiful. I'm gonna try to like build that up a little bit. It seems to be a little bit more of a topper. That is stunning. I'm definitely putting that on my eyes today. Then we have the more like army green shade. These shimmers are really impressing me. Then the matte like creamy brown shade. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be able to see this very well on my skin. Let me try to build that up. Yeah, that's just gonna be a really nice like transition shade that doesn't have too much pigmentation. Then we have the matte black. Oh my gosh, this seems so black. Yeah, that is really pretty as well. And then the last shade in the palette is this another really pretty like purpley sort of shade. Let me build that one up as well. These are beautiful, like absolutely stunning. I am so impressed by all of these shades and all of these colors. I cannot wait to put this on my eyes. Oh my gosh, okay, let's get started. So as you can see, I went ahead and applied my e.l.f. Line and Define tapes. I'm gonna keep these swatches on my arms just to, if you see them. So we're gonna start off with this cool tone, more like taupey purple shade up at the top. So that did have a little bit of kickback in the pan, but I don't personally mind that. And I did go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot and set it with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder, which is pretty much how I always prime my eyes. So I feel like this shade is very beautiful, but it's definitely showing up on my eyes gray, more gray than like the purpley tone, which I don't mind. I was hoping it would be a little bit more purple, but that's not the end of the world. It's getting slightly patchy on me, but nothing terrible. I'm just gonna keep buffing it out and that should go away pretty easily. I was really excited when Huda released these palettes. I genuinely like her Obsessions palettes. I think that they're usually typically great quality. They are nice and compact with the 9 shades, and for $29, I feel like that's a really great deal, especially for Huda palettes. Her bigger ones are like in the $60 range. So these little mini ones for $29 is a great deal in my eyes. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I'm going to put my NYX glitter primer all over my eyelid, and I'm going to do kind of a halo-y eye, where I think I'm going to put this green on the outer and inner portion, and then this purpley kind of shade in the middle, and then I want to tap this shade because it's more of a topper, just like all over the whole thing to give it like a really nice purpley hue to it. That is my plan. Okay, so I'm going to take my glitter primer and put it all over my lid, and then this green shade, we're just going to pack that on. And then we're gonna put that purple shade in the middle, hopefully. I don't know, this kind of looks like it might be a little bit of a topper too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to really build this purple up. All right, it took about 4 or 5 layers, but it got there. I'm gonna mesh them together a little bit more. And then I wanna take this middle purple shade, the one that looks like this, well, it kind of looks like snakeskin. But this is the Jaguar palette, so I'm not sure why. But anyways, I'm just gonna tap this over the whole thing. It's gonna give kind of like a purpley hue over it all. That's kind of like what I want. Yeah, now it's like super sparkly. Okay, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, now I want to take the black and I just want to smudge it along the lash line. We are gonna wing it out a little bit. My plan is to have like this be like the shadow liner and make it really smoked out kind of, and then put the liquid liner on top to really like define it. So this black is like super intense, which is really, really nice. And then I'm gonna take a more pencil-y brush and kind of smudge it out. I got a little bit more product on my brush. We're gonna smoke it. Okay, we're gonna go back in with this shade and I'm going to tap the lightest little tiny pressure into the black and really mix them together. And I'm gonna put that into the crease just to like define the crease a little bit more. I'm talking like, we're gonna go like this and then boop, the tiniest amount, and then back in with the gray. I definitely do not want the black to be too intense. And then just a little bit of just the gray, and we're going to make sure there's no harsh lines. Actually, I'm not gonna go into this tan shade as well, just a little bit. And again, make sure there's no harsh lines up here. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. So I really like that. I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna go to the other eye and then we're gonna come back on and we're going to try the liner. So give me 1 sec. Okay, I did get quite a bit of fallout with all of those shimmer shades on down onto my cheeks, on my face. I mean, it's not the end of the world. That's why I do my eyes first, but just letting you know, even with glitter glue, it still is raining down on my face. But now I want to try out her liner. Again, this is her Life Liner Quick and Easy Precision Liquid Liner. And it is just in the shade Very Vanta or Extreme Black. So, ooh, okay, I kind of like this packaging. It's like a matte black and the cap is like a really kind of interesting shape. It's the same shape as her Bomb Brows actually. And I'm excited to try this because I've heard the tip is just a really tiny little wing. So that's nice. Let me do a little swatch of it. Okay, so it seems nice and black. Oh, okay, and it's not coming off. Like it is on there. That's good. I do want it to come off though. Okay, there we go. I did rub it off, but it seems like it'll be nice and long wearing. So that is exciting. So I'm just gonna give this a go, I guess. I don't know, I don't like doing my wings on camera. I usually do them off camera, but here we go. Okay, so that glided on really nice and easily. And I do like how tiny this tip is because it can get a really thin line right here on the inner portion of your eye. I have really small eyes, so I need that. I need to be able to put a really thin line there, or it just kind of like takes over my whole eyes and it just doesn't look right. But that was actually really nice, and it's super black. It didn't look insanely like super black on my hand, but on my eyes here, it's looking really black, and I like that it's matte. It's not shiny. I don't like when my liners are shiny at all. So I'm gonna put the tip back on, or put the cap back on and reshake it. We're gonna do this eye. That was so easy. That took me like 2 seconds. Again, it's nice because this tip is so little, you can really get super precise, especially on like the outer wing here. Those are not like, what's it called? They're cousins, not sisters. Those wings are definitely not super similar, but that's okay. Once we have the rest of my makeup on, I think it'll be fine. But yeah, I really, really like this. The fact that it's called Precision Liquid Liner is definitely 1,000,000% correct. This tip is so tiny, but it's like so nice. And I am usually not a black liquid liner kind of girl. I just feel like they look kind of harsh on me. The last like year or so, I've really been going in with brown liquid liners, but this is really nice. And I definitely think I needed a black liquid liner for this look. I don't think it would have looked right with brown. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup. I will come back on and we will do the lower lash line and then we'll kind of go over my final thoughts. Okay, I lied, sorry. I just went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup because I did the simplest lower lash line ever. All I did was ran this like mauve grayish sort of shade along my lower lash line. So this is the final look with my Huda Beauty Jaguar Obsessions palette. If you are curious about anything else on my face, I will definitely make sure I have everything listed and linked down below for you to check them out if you are curious. Okay, my thoughts. I love it. I do. I actually really genuinely do. The only Obsessions palette that I've ever had issues with is the Khaki Haze palette, but all the other 9 pans I have, I think this is my 4th 9 pan from Huda. I'm really honestly liking all of them. This color story is just stunning. It is beautiful. It truly is. The cool toneness of it, the grunginess of it, I just genuinely love it. I will say this matte got a tiny bit patchy on me. I was super impressed with how this black handled though. It was pigmented but not too intense or too crazy on my eyes. The shimmers, I mean, I only used 3 of them. Well, I used 3 of them out of the 5, so that's pretty good. They seem like a little bit more of toppers. This green one was the only one that had a ton of pigmentation, but these 2 were definitely more topper shades, and this one seems like it's gonna be topper. And then honestly, I kind of wish it didn't have this gold shade in it. I just don't think it really goes much with the palette. I don't know what shade I would have rather had there, but in this kind of cool tone grungy color story, I don't typically ever reach for a gold, but that's just me personally. But other than that, I'm actually really, really impressed by this palette. I really like how this look turned out. It's a little intense for what I have going on the rest of the day. I literally have a dentist appointment, and then I'll be picking up our like Walmart grocery pickup orders. So I don't have like crazy wild plans for the rest of this day with this like cool tone grungy eye look, but I'm really impressed with how this performed. I think it's a beautiful color story. I think the shades are absolutely stunning, and the shadows that I did get a chance to use today, I was impressed with and I enjoyed my experience. I am super excited about this palette. I think it's beautiful. I think if you have your eyes on it, I say go for it, especially for $29, or I'm sure, I don't know when, but I'm sure this Sephora sale is coming up, so then you can get 10, 15, or 20% off depending on what, you know, ranking or tier you are with Sephora. But I like this palette. I do. I think it's beautiful. I like how this look turned out. And yeah, what do you think? Let me know down below. Do you like the look? Are you excited by these palettes? Are you over the Obsessions palettes? Because there's been a lot. I love hearing from you guys down below. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.